Horseman who was blocked by Barstool KU.
Mark today.
Really? Why is that?
January
I don't know. He
7th,
doesn't say why he got blocked. He just sent us a screenshot that
2019.
he was blocked by Barstool.
Travis unblocked me from Twitter.
KU. Very butthurt after Saturday, Travis.
Damn.
If you're a Barstool anything and you're blocking people, really? Come on.
I try not to block. I think I have like 2 people blocked on the KXnOMorningRush thing. One was Reverend Ray, who's not blocked from participating in the show. I mean, he calls the show on a regular basis. But he would just flood our thing with weed stuff. And I'm like, dude, don't. I just don't want it all the time, right? But I think that's about it. I may have blocked like one other person, maybe because it got like threatening. But I try not to block people. I think we're pretty good at letting people air their grievances, give their opinions. But Iowa Northman got blocked. That's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Or maybe it's not. Maybe Barstool KU just blocks people randomly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you said something negative about Kansas. Bye-bye.
Yeah, but Chris Williams blocks people all the time.
I don't know. I don't block very many people.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to judge people that do because maybe you
What's
just want
up,
to keep
Daddy?
your timeline and your mentions free of a ton of negativity.
That's true.
Morning trash.
Generally, even
through.
when people are being critical of us on, tweeting at the KXnOMorningRush, they're not being overly personal or offensive or obscene about it.
284-5966. I'll do on the state sports history while you try to grab these phone calls if you want.
Oh, I didn't realize the phone was ringing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's do on this day in sports history. Too bad Sean Roberts isn't here today, because this on this day in sports history really would be for Sean, because it was on this day in the year 2013.
It's coming up.
When the college football played its 15th BCS national championship game. Remember that? The old BCS? It was at Sun Life Stadium in Miami, where Alabama beat Notre Dame 42-14. That's 42-14. And, Sean's not here to rub it in. But that game is the reason why Notre Dame took such a hard time, even this year, in losing its college football playoff game. Because a lot of people thought Notre Dame didn't belong in the BCS title game back in 2013. And a lot of people didn't think Notre Dame belonged in the college football playoff this year. So, 2013, Alabama over Notre Dame, 42-14. Of course, Alabama will be playing for a national title tonight. Takes on Clemson. We'll talk about that game a little bit later on. Let's see what Kevin wants. Kevin, welcome to Morning Rush. What's going on?
Well, as the resident diehard Jayhawk apologist for the Morning Rush Army, I first want to say props to Iowa State. There was no excuses. Kansas got beat down, left for dead, and they took our wallet. We spent the money at Hickory Park.
Oh, yeah.
Which you turn the ball over 24 times, and there's no excuse. They played horrible, and I will say this, as a fan, I consider myself a real fan. I'm also realistic. The road to conference title number 15 just got a lot harder if we've lost as Bouquet for the season.
I would agree.
As for Hoiberg, a few years ago, yes, you could have taken the T-Wolves job considering the talent you would have had with folks like Wiggins, Carl Anthony Towns, Levine, Chris
purple
Dunn.
train wrecked out.
Now, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that
Pretty
coaching
fire.
job. I would be content for him. He should take the front office job, be a general manager, president of operations. And please, Fred, no, do not go out to UCLA. Please.
I think we know his love for recruiting, which
You got
isn't
the
any.
ghost of John Wooden 40 years later, continuing to haunt Pauley Pavilion and Westwood. I don't know why anybody would want that job, considering all the expectations. UCLA, I think, in reality, their fans, their alumni base, that's the version of Nebraska football right there when it comes
Good
to
analogy, Kevin.
because all the unrealistic expectations.
But they do have expectations. I don't know if anybody can take that job. You're never going to win as many national titles as John Wooden did. I think they just want you, beyond the Sweet 16. I think they just want you you know, to be in a Final Four every once in a while. But you know what? They had a coach that took them to the Final Four twice. You know, Ben Howland was that guy, but he wasn't, you know, charismatic enough for La La Land. See, we say his name. We say he can participate in the show. He does. What's up, Ray?
Hey, not much. I was just laying here listening to the morning rush, like I do every day. And
You heard your name?
my name came up in the conversation. I said I had to listen and hear what you're talking about. And
I just
want
said
to let you know that, Travis,
Yeah.
you're in an elite class. You're in the elite class with Steve Dace, Simon Conway, and now Travis. The studio owner has blocked me also. Good day.
Oh, wow. A good
Wow.
day, sir.
So now I feel like I have to go unblock Reverend Ray.
Todd says, welcome to my knowing how my Vikings feel every time it's down to the kicker. It's terrible.
Terrible.
And Ben says, was that Will?
And online, that's supposed to be good for congestion when you sleep. My wife's like, really? You had to read that? Common sense just didn't tell you that? I'm like, shut up.
Good job answering that.
Wow.
She's mean to me.
No, she keeps it real.
She does keep it real. Keeps it very real. She had somebody at work go, man, your husband looks and it appears to be just like this nice teddy bear. And she goes, he's a jerk.
Somebody called you a teddy bear?
Yeah. Says I'm not that based on my radio persona and my TV personality that, you know, I was just a really nice person. Fun to be around. She goes, yeah, you don't know my husband. I am fun to be around.
You're a blast.
Huge blast. I'm a party animal. Said no one ever. 284-5966. Interact with us on Twitter at KXnOMorningRush. We come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1. Get you ready for hour number 2. Hawks lost another football player to the National Football League. Will one more be following? It's Morning Rush on 1460 KXNO.
Get more at KXnO.com. Get more at KXnO.com.
All right, Heather, I did something big.
Thank you, Travis.
I unblocked Reverend Ray
Right.
from the KXNO.
Right.
Wow.
The Reverend Ray is no longer blocked.
I got a feeling he's going to be happy to hear that.
And we followed him.
Extremely. Thank you, doll.
Now, why would you do that? Because he does post a lot about weed, and that was what bothered you to begin with.
No. What bothered me, he'd tag us. So
I won't
if he's
tag
not
you no
blocked,
more.
He can still tag us, right? So I don't care that he posts a lot about weed. He just always like tagged us in his weed posts. Like, dude, stop it. So now we only have 3 people who are blocked.
Hawkeye State,
So that's
baby.
not too bad. Ray Candy is blocked. Remember Ray Candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just downright mean. And then
I don't block him, and he's already tweeted at us this morning.
Oh, really? See, I don't see his stuff. He's blocked from our account. And then 2 people who don't like us very much and never invited us to their wedding are blocked.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
You remember that?
Could
one,
you
don't
be more childish?
No, not at all. I could not be more childish whatsoever.
I gotta figure out who the fuck that is.
Oh, no. What should I say?
Sure,
Yes, I
yeah.
could be more childish. I said that wrong. Yes, I could be more childish. Yeah, sorry about that. You're like my wife. My wife is like, God, could you just grow up? Like, I'm watching this show on Netflix called Big Mouth. It's the dirtiest thing I think I've seen
I'll have to
in
check
a
that
long
out.
time. It's an animated show, and it's dirty. It's really bad. And I sit there and laugh at it. And she's like, what is wrong with you? There's something really, really wrong with you. She goes, the fact that you find all this crude stuff funny, really,